resource of the fantasy world, games, manga, and anime. Before we start, subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, share, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about this sword, sword weapons fantasy video. Let's start off with Zelda's Link, and the elf who wields many weapons, I hear. But what is his main weapon? What is Link's main weapon? I mean, we know he a hero and all, who venges out into the world, defeating evil monsters, evil every way you look at it. Zelda's very own Link, who defeats monsters like bats, little tree monsters, little pumpkin monsters, little knights who are hollow, who supposed to be one of them evil walking knights. Ugh. Sometimes things are hard to defeat. Sometimes I want to play the new version of Link, and I quit. I'm upset. Then there's Zelda versus evil bosses, but the best boss I would say is Gandalf or Grandolph, however you pronounce it. I'm sorry, I'm not much of a fan of Zelda like that, but yes, Grandolph, along with his specialty weapon or weapons. But you know what? You know what is the most best weapon of them all? I don't know. The goddess sword? No. The master sword, yes. The master sword. The master sword. The master sword, I had to look it up to see what kind of sword the master sword is. Found out it's a sword that's fused with his previous swords throughout the years. Yes! It ain't called a master sword for a reason, everybody. Come on, man. It's not called the master sword for a reason. Or is it? Tell me, not tell you. Then there's Hero. I wasn't call him Eden because that's what his name sounds like, but with Hero, I say otherwise. I mean, this boy was born a prince, but raised in a village. Thanks to the Lord of Shadows attacking his kingdom, killing both his parents, only to leave him orphan and drop at the doorstep of a village. Because he wields the power of light, the power of the Force. Wait, why I said Force? Oh, because that sigil on his hand kind of looks like the sigil for the Empire Strikes Back army from Star Wars. But it seems like this is more of Hero Save the World revenge story thing for him. You know what I'm saying? Against who you mean? This guy. Morgan, Lord of Shadows. Look at the guy. He look like any regular monster in that size. And you know what? Dragon Quest need to put how can I put it? Put them health bars above the monster's head, because it's really confusing. We don't know how long it would take for us to defeat these guys. Yeah, I think that'd be it. But what his most powerfulest weapon besides his powers of being a luminary is the Sword of Light.
Oh yeah, man. It's the sword of light. Let me tell you something. Hey, man. Hey. The sword of light.
It says it's supposed to cut through darkness to show the way through a new world. Right, children? Look at this sword. It is beautiful. After the first sword was stolen thanks to a betrayal by one of the knights, they had to forge a new one. I mean, you had to search for many. You had to search for 3 items to forge a new one. Then there's Dai, a boy who was raised on Dreaming Island by a brass mage who they call Grandpa, surrounded by many monsters. Not evil, but good. Saved the princess for being assassinated by her own. Thwarted an evil hero party's plans to gain the hero's crown. Shameful. Very shameful. Also, he is a hybrid. Yep, a hybrid. He's a human dragonite hybrid. Also, he's a prince because his father was the dragonite. His mother was royalty. As in princess. You know what I'm saying? Oh, whoever drew this picture, please tell the creators of the Great Adventures of Dai about this dragonite form. I like it. Thank you. Finally, after all these years, I've been trying to find some way to, search for this version of his dragonite form. Also, he's also a conqueror of evil, a hero of light. Oh yeah, lights. How's that hero of light? I mean, he's the only dragonite that doesn't serve under the evil lord known as Varen. If you wonder who that is, the guy that Dai is striking down with the sword that's named after him. I mean, look at that. I don't know how he ruled or trying to take over the world. It's strange. But like I said, the sword that's named after him, the sword of Dai. Look at that. It's beautiful. And not only that, it had to be reforged by a former Darkling named Ibuki, who used the hero's crown to forge this sword. And not only that, it had a mind of its own. If you don't believe me, check out the series for yourself. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean, this dude sliced. I watched the episode where this dude sliced a whole moving castle in half with this sword using his Dragonite power. So, which sword is more better? Hmm? Link's Master Sword? Maybe. I mean, it is Link after all from Zelda. I mean, it's supposed to be magical, right? So, but it's not the hero that makes the weapon. It's the weapon that makes the hero. Is it? I don't know. Then there's Hero's sword, the sword of light. The sword of light. Wow. Because in the game, Dragon Quest XI, Echo of Ages, like I said, he had to find 3 types of items just to have the sword forged. Oh yes, it's kind of strange, you know. How can you have 3 items that help forge a new sword of light after it was stolen by Morrigan? And then there's Dai. Like I said, this sword has a mind of its own, a spirit, and a will of its own. Own to trust to this kid here. A hybrid, half human, half dragonite, and a prince himself. With that being said, it's up to you to choose which sword is more better. I don't care if you do research on it. I'm your boy Chris Blackthorn Harris. When it comes to swords that I want to know, I don't know. But I will say this: my favorite sword is that one, the Sword of Dai.